Hello and welcome back to another video on the Infinite channel, and today we're going to be reviewing Valorant's new agent. Harbor is an old agent, but they reworked some of his abilities, so we are just going to take a look at that. I muted the audio because I don't want to get copyrighted by the song makers or something, so whatever, let's just play it. So we have Harbor. So first of all, okay, it's a 30-second clip, I'll let it play out and then I'll rewind it. So there's a wall, there's a grenade, and that's his ult, and that's his smoke. And then he applied a shield to the smoke. Yeah, basically that's about it. Let's go through it frame by frame and analyze what's actually happening. So first of all, his abilities. This is a completely new ability. This is the grenade. This is the wall that he sends out, and that has been shifted from his E ability, the signature ability, to the second ability. I don't know the keys. I use mouse 5, mouse 4, so I don't know exactly. I think it's CQ EX. So yeah, this used to be Z ability, now it's his Q ability. And his the cove ability is not entirely new. The shape of the cove and the shield has been brought over from the past, what do you say, the past agent only. It's not completely new, it's just been reworked. So it used to be a cove that you can throw on the ground and it used to just shield up automatically. I guess you guys already know this if you have played Harbor before. So this is a completely new ability. They shifted these two, they shifted their places, and his ult is also completely new. First, this used to be here, but used to be only a wall, and it not take up such a huge area like it was showing in the map, and it did not near sight enemies. So that's one thing. So it just used to block off a certain pathway or lane, I guess. So yeah, that's the same ability from last time. It used to be a signature, now they just moved it here, so nothing new about that. This is a new ability. So the animation is similar to the older cove throwing ability, but the ability itself is completely new. So it looks like you just throw it and it catches people, and here you can see ISO has that near sight effect on him. I don't think he was caught or tethered, but yeah, he was just caught in the whirlpool, and then he was nearsighted because of that, and the effect is now gone. And this is the ult. So you can see his ult is covering a huge area of the map. So one whole side is completely taken over by his ult. I'm not sure what the decision making process was in Riot with this, because they just nerfed breaches and ISO's ult area, so they made it narrower, but now they introduced a new ult to Harbor and they completely made it so huge that it's covering a whole site. So anyways, he just sends out a wall of water, and as you can see, when Clove got hit by that, she's also nearsighted now, so she can't see Harbor pushing. And you can see the ability is just going off the map, it just continues to keep going. And yeah, I think even Cypher was hit with that near sight ability. Yeah, he's also blinded, nearsighted, because he was hit by Harbor's ult. And this is the new smoke ability for Harbor. So lots of people are complaining that Harbor can only smoke in the areas where he can like physically be there. So it's not like a Clove smoke or Brim or Omen smoke. You can't just throw it anywhere on the map, you have to be physically close to the area. But this smoke is a completely new ability. So we'll just let this clip play again. Okay, so it takes you to a Omen interface only, like the interface Omen has while smoking. So it takes you to that interface, and I think just like Omen, you can use your mouse to go front and back, and then place it. And this is rechargeable. So once you place it, you have in 40 seconds the smoke comes back again. And I think if you press the button again, it should shield. Yeah, it shields itself. So yeah, that's a good rework right there. Am I happy? I used to play Harbor actually. I used to main Harbor for some time in Valorant. But what do I think? Is this a good rework? The grenade, yeah, grenade is a good rework because Harbor didn't have many stall abilities. He just had smokes, so his older ability was he would send out a smoke screen and it would just block a lane. Second ability was the cove that will also just block vision. It would not slow down enemies or something. The first wall would smoke. I think this first wall older ability used to slow, and the E signature ability before he used to slow. I think it still slows now, but this is a good ability to stall enemies if they are nearsighted. Now this ability, the E ability, was one of my favorite abilities, and it's a good thing that they've kept it but just moved over the slot. And what about this? Yeah, I think it's a good rework as well because you can remotely smoke anywhere on the site now. I don't know what the range will be, but I think it'll be similar to Omens. I don't know why they'll make it longer or shorter. So yeah, that is definitely a good thing. And you can the fact that you can activate the shield a little bit after you send it out, like whenever you want, that's a very good thing. That'll be a major thing that will help players play better after the rework. And what about the ult? The ult is good. The ult is definitely good. It covers a whole area. But one thing I liked about the older ult was that you can see where people actually are. So it would send out I don't know, a string of golden light into the sky, so you can actually pinpoint where those enemies were and they would get stunned. I don't know why they wanted to play around with the ult. I thought the ult was perfect, but it's Riot. They do what they want. So it is what it is. You can't change. I can't go and change his ult ability. So now that they've changed it, I think it's okay. You can work around it. It's actually a good thing in one aspect because it clears the area gradually, so you can push with the ult. And if you're pushing, you have to be aware of people left and right, and you can just take them out because they will near-sighted. So I think it's a good thing. And I think the Harbor rework comes out in 2 or 3 days, and I'll be definitely uploading a video that time also. So keep an eye out for that. And that's all I had to say about the Harbor rework. I used to main him a lot. He was my favorite agent, but after some point he's not playable anymore. Everyone gets to know those coves, those tricks where you can be hiding. So it's a good thing that they have introduced this now. I play a lot of Vita nowadays, but once this comes out, I will be switching back to Harbor for a couple of days at least to make the videos and test out how he feels. But anyways, I was going to end the video there, but actually let's check out the skin line that they have just released. So okay, for this one I'll keep the audio on, but I might get copyright strike anyway. So first of all, the name is ORA by OneTap. So I think OneTap is a company, I'm not sure. Anyways, ORA collection. So we have a Vandal here. First of all, we have a very plain looking Vandal. There's a rhino symbol on it. There's some designs. Okay, and the main thing about this ORA collection is that it changes skin. It changes the pattern every time you inspect it basically, and it plays the songs also. Like you can see right there. Yeah, so like every round, after every kill, you can inspect and change the pattern on the gun. And yeah, this is the knife that'll be in the bundle as well. I'm guessing that you'll be able to change the color of the knife also. Okay, let's take a look at the kill banner. Actually, it's just a rhino wearing OD headphones and some shades. I don't think it's that good, but you know what? At least there's something nice about the skin line that you can listen to songs and you can change it. You can change the pattern on it every time. Even the animation, inspect animation of the knife is cool, I will tell that.
Oh man, I was just getting warmed up.
Okay, wait, is it every time you take it out? I'm not sure.
I was just getting warmed up.
Okay, Phoenix, let's work. Qué lindo.
The animation is good though. The animation is very good.
Hell yeah. Reloading.
So as you can see, even the reload animation is very unique.
Reloading.
He spins the mag around and he then inserts it into the
And
gun.
you? 1 minute. Finding a playlist. Perfect.
And this is ISO's theme, I guess. So we have Phoenix, Gecko, ISO, and this is the sheriff. The sheriff, I will say, the sheriff looks extremely clean. You know, the flat top with the design at the front and near the hammer. It's so cool. The sheriff looks extremely nice.
It's over.
Yeah, sheriff is good.
Now we tip the scale.
And we got Harbor also. Harbor rework coming in. The knife is extremely cool. The knife is very cool. And Phantom and Vandal in the same bundle. That's what I'm getting from this video. I might be wrong. They might release two separate bundles, but I don't think they'll do that at the same time. But yeah, a Phantom and a Vandal in the same bundle. So that's crazy. So this is the finisher. We'll just go through the finisher again. So this is a finisher, like a rhino shows up with speakers around him and is DJing a set or something. And I don't know if I think this is a finisher. I don't know why they would show this graphic during a trailer if it's not part of the bundle. But this is extremely cool. So you have the agent picture that you're playing, and you have the KDA displayed. I don't know if it's the center of the map or where you get the kill, but I think it's where you get the kill. But yeah, this is extremely cool. This is such a cool finisher only for this reason. And we have Chambers theme also.
Monsieur, watch. Let's dance. This is too fun.
Y'all sit back and watch. Watch me. Y'all sit back and watch.
And we have Op also. So we have Vandal, Phantom, Sheriff, Op and Knife. I didn't see any other guns. I might have missed something, but I don't think so.
I've got a song for that actually.
And this is the flex that'll be part of the bundle. So this is also extremely cool. Play louder is the tagline for this. But yeah, definitely a very cool skill line. If I had the money, I would buy it. I would buy the Sheriff at least. Sheriff looks extremely cool. But yeah, that's all for today, guys. I don't think I have anything more to discuss. We went over the Harbor rework and we went over the new skill line also. That's it for now. I'll see you guys when the Harbor rework is live, and take care.